I will fulfill my mission, no matter what happens.
I'm right there with you.
Come on, let's get this show on the road.
Leia, your hand is hurt.
Oh, that's nothing. A few licks and it'll be as good as new.
I doubt that. Here, let me see it.
You're not my mom.
Spare me the bravado. I can always tell when you're faking it.
Ha! Ladies' man Jude can peer right through a woman's heart. As if...
And yet I can read you like a book.
Oh, really? What am I thinking about right now?
Let's see. Ah, got it. I'm so hungry.
Hey, that doesn't count.
Here we go! Understood. Try water. All right. Fantastic. Rowan. Understood.
We were so awesome!
That's one. Roger. That's one. Roger. Aerial fire. Strike. Final fury. Onward. Provide support. Is fighting the only answer?
Don't mess with me!
That's one. Is this really the only way? Shall we begin? Bullseye win!
Looky here!
One! That's one!
Got it!
This is the power of Maxwell.
Shall we begin? Fire! Oh, sorry.
Jude!
That's one.
Roger. Nice job.
Good strike. Now. Strike. Final fury.
Attack.
Okay, that got me pumped!
There.
Here we go. Let's go.
Roger.
One.
Onward.
Let's go.
Roger.
Let's go.
Roger. All who oppose shall fall.
I wish we didn't have to fight, but we must. Now, shall we begin? Let's go! Roger! I can still do better. Over already?
How about an encore?
Let's keep going!
Let's go! Roger! Aerial fire!
Please provide support.
Savage war! Burn! That's one! Roger! Aerial fire!
How's that for an old man?
What?
Right on point!
Let's go! Aerial fire! Final fury!
I shall provide support.
Always.
We're perfectly in sync!
The power of linking!
Or because we're childhood friends!
Alvin! Pull yourself together, Alvin!
The gang's all here. I thought this was up to me.
I'll heal you right away.
Elise? What should I do?
What's wrong? You appear unhurt.
And look, Tibo's here too. Glad you're okay.
Hey, let's play. But first, give me a name.
Huh?
Hey, let's play. But first, give me a name.
What's going on?
Hey, let's play. But first, give me a name.
One of the Exodus agents ripped something out of Tipo. And that's all he's been saying since.
So he really was just a machine all along. A toy.
A toy?
Yeah, a stuffed animal designed to move and talk by itself.
He wasn't a toy. He was my friend.
Alvin, what happened to the Exodus agents?
I killed one of them. The other gave me the slip.
Good work.
What about Tipo?
If we can get back whatever they pulled out of him, maybe he'll go back to normal.
When did the Exodus agent leave?
Ages ago.
Then the trail is cold. Trying to retrieve whatever they took will be a waste of time. We need to get moving.
But couldn't you do both? Can't you help?
If you wish to search for Exodus, I won't stop you. But that means we'll have to part ways.
Very well. Let's get back to the city.
Watch out! Got it. Demonic chaos! No break.
Sorry about that. It's time to crush them.
Okay.
Got it. Demonic chaos!
Nice one.
Ready?
Got it. Demonic chaos!
Is fighting the only answer?
Hostiles!
Huh?
That's one.
Okay!
Provide support.
Go, Tipo!
That's one.
Okay! Open the covenant of darkness!
Provide support. I did it!
I can't stop! I want to get stronger!
You can totally do it!
There!
It's upon us.
Alright, bring it on! Watch out! Go!
I'll cover you!
That's one.
Okay! Go, Tipo!
You ready?
Sharing is caring! Yay, Jude!
Homing shot!
Fire!
Nice.
Sharing is caring!
Well, my hair's all messed up.
It's your morals that are messed up!
Totally!
Oh, that's just my charm.
Elise, get back!
Heal, you dogs! Heal! My apologies if my pets frightened you. I had to sick them on some poachers.
Zhao?
What brings you lot here? I see you finally returned to this place, child. You remember it, do you?
What's he talking about?
This is the lab where the little lady was raised.
The laboratory has been abandoned for some time, ever since we had that intruder.
I take it that intruder was you, Alvin?
Women's intuition, huh? I was investigating the boosters they were making here.
What? So it was you.
What's a booster?
A gadget developed by Azul to ramp up the mana generated by the mana lobe. Elise is actually holding one right now. Tipo. The Spud's apparently a third-generation booster.
So, you're just a gadget, Tipo?
You have named me Tipo. Pleased to meet you.
A booster reads the mind of its owner and speaks aloud his or her thoughts.
So all this time Tipo was just saying what's on Elise's mind?
That's not true! Tipo was talking on his own! Tipo, you might be a machine, but you're still my friend, right?
Nope. I'm just a machine, Elise.
No! You're my friend!
Nope. You are mistaken. I'm just a device that verbalizes your thoughts.
Elise, I'm sorry.
Tell us, big guy. Where are lonely little Elise's mommy and daddy?
They are no longer with us.
What?
When you were just 4 years old, your parents were attacked by a bandit and murdered.
I'll never see them again. Not Mother, not Father, not even Tipo.
Hey,
I know how bad this must. You still have your parents and friends.
As if these people could ever understand how you feel. Elise, wait!
Ugh, damn poachers again.
Hold on. Why was Elise at this laboratory?
Well, she was brought here. Sold, really. There was this woman who would gather up orphans and take them to the laboratory. What was her name?
I don't suppose it was Isla.
Yes, that's it. Isla.
A poacher of children, you might say.
I have no right telling you this, but please, never let that child be alone again.
Be careful. This place is crumbling down all around us.
It's as if no human has set foot in here for years.
How bad is your wound?
Well, I failed at the job I was sent to do, and now you guys are here. The wound to my pride might be mortal.
And now you've betrayed Exodus too.
Yeah, well, don't worry about that. For all you know, I might have even staged all that.
You're just the traitor type, aren't you?
Yep, that's just who I am.
Well, regardless, thanks for risking your life for us.
My. You really are the honor student type.
Yeah, that's just who I am. I don't understand. What did Exodus take from Tipo?
Alvin?
Answering that would violate the mercenary client privilege, but whatever. I imagine they swiped his data memory. Basically, boosters need a compatible partner, and they said they'd never seen a more compatible match than Elise and Tipo. So I bet the data Tipo recorded is going to be a big deal in the world of booster development.
But what does Exodus want with boosters when they already have Spyrix?
Sorry, I don't know the answer to that. But we do know one thing.
Indeed. It certainly can't be anything good.
How is she doing?
She's fine. Well, as fine as can be expected, given what she's learned. Anyway, this place is dangerous. Let's get back to the city. So what's the deal with that giant guy and Elise? Is that her stalker or something?
What's a stalker?
It's like when someone's super obsessed with everything you do and follows you around.
I see. So you would be Jude's stalker, for example.
What? Mila, how could you?
Doesn't it seem like that man knows the truth about Elise's past?
Zhao seemed very concerned about Elise's well-being, but I don't know why.
Zhao, you say? I've heard that name before.
He might be a warrior of some renown. He has a remarkable talent for controlling monsters.
Interesting.
Something on your mind?
Huh?
You haven't been yourself since we spoke to Zhao.
Yeah.
I heard you followed the bad guys into the hunting grounds. I was worried.
Well, it was an eventful manhunt, but we made it back in one piece.
I'm so sorry you all got dragged into this. What a horrible coincidence.
Isla, you can drop the act.
What do you mean? I really was worried about you. Why would I lie about that?
Jude, what are you saying?
I'm saying it was no coincidence we met Isla. Remember what those locals told us when the bell rang for the finals? At tournament time, any outsiders are either combatants or spectators.
Right. I recall what she said when she came to help us.
You folks don't look like you're from around here. What brings you to town?
No one here would need to ask that. Not at tournament time. You were ordered to make contact with us. By Exodus.
Isla, that's not true, is it?
They said you'd never find out. They promised. But I had no choice in the matter.
They blackmailed you, didn't they? They know your secret.
Your former occupation.
They asked, wouldn't it be a shame if Jurgen found out? What happened to the girl breaks my heart. But I had no choice back then either. Please don't tell Jurgen.
He doesn't know.
How could I tell him? He's a good man.
But it's all in the past, isn't it? Your fiancé should know these things.
You're a woman. How can you not understand this? I'm damaged goods. If he found out about my past, he'd leave me. I finally found happiness with Jurgen. For once in my life. Please. Don't tell him. Please.
I doubt I'll ever understand human love. It has so many rules and conditions. What should we do, Elise? You decide.
Me? Why do I have to?
This woman's actions affected you far more than us.
There's nothing I can do to make it up to you. But please, forgive me.
I just don't care anymore.
Elise is all alone now, no matter what you do.
We better try to find Jurgen. We need to talk to him about the wyverns.
What's wrong, kid?
Isla said there was nothing she could do to make it up to Elise. But did she actually try? Is there really nothing she can do?
Isla is the only one who can answer that question.
Maybe I should pay a quick visit.
A visit to where?
Oh, did you overhear that? It's nothing. Just an acquaintance who lives here is all.
Hey! Sounds like they allow wagering at the Shandu Coliseum. Want to give it a shot?
Leia really loves to gamble.
Count me out.
That's surprising. You seem like the type who would enjoy that sort of thing.
Gambling's a big thing in my hometown. I've seen it go wrong time and time again.
Oh, come on! We'd just be doing it for fun.
The folks who lose their shirts all start out saying that. It's the first rule of betting. If you're just goofing around, don't gamble. If you want to gamble, don't goof around.
So, in other words...
Only gamble when you're willing to stake everything.
Exactly.
Little dramatic, don't you think?
If you really want to play, I'm not going to stop you. Just some friendly advice.
Alvin sure got serious all of a sudden.
Maybe we should take his advice.
Yeah, let's skip the gambling.
Who's this?
My mother. She's not doing too well. I don't have a father or any siblings, so I have Violet look after her when I'm not around.
Well, hello.
Hi.
It's nice to see you, Balin. Slipped out of your house to come play, did you? What a shame that Alfred isn't here to play with you now. Where did that boy go off to?
What is she talking about?
Leticia, Alfred's away at boarding school, remember?
Oh, yes, that's right. That poor boy must be crying his eyes out. He's so shy, and he always gets so lonely.
Don't worry. He sent a letter saying he's fine.
Oh, yes, and that he'll come home for his next break. I promised we'd take a trip on the big boat when he does.
I know. Alfred said he can't wait to go.
You know what he said in his letter? He said he hoped that I wasn't crying. Isn't that funny? He's such a kind, thoughtful boy.
Being away from our hometown has been tough on her. And my dad dying didn't help. All she talked about was how she wanted to go back home to the house we all lived in. Maybe she's happier now that she's forgotten all about that life.
Oh.
You've been doing all this for your mother?
Yep. All these dirty jobs, it was all for Mommy. Touching tale, isn't it?
Alvin, you don't have to be like this.
Spare me your sympathy. It's all rotten in the end. It's enough to drive me crazy myself.
Excuse me.
Got something to say?
Listen. You know that I was an orphan too, right? If I hadn't gotten involved in that line of work, I never would have survived my childhood.
In other words, don't say anything to Jürgen.
Also, I don't want to look after Leticia anymore. And I want you to tell Exodus to leave me alone.
I'm afraid I can't do that. Only Exodus can make the medicine my mother needs. And you're the only doctor shady enough to prescribe it.
I don't want to do this anymore. I want to go straight.
Sorry. But I think it's a fair price for keeping my mouth shut.
How could you? All I want is to live happily with Jürgen.
And you can. As long as he doesn't find out about your past. All done.
But she's crying.
Yeah, she's a big old crybaby.
We're just gonna leave her like that?
If you're so worried, go console her. Comfort the poor, tragic princess. Mom, I'm home.
Oh no, I dozed off again. I have to make a peach pie before Alfred gets back from boarding school. He'll be home any minute. That boy just loves it, you know. Every time I make it, he eats himself sick.
Is that right?
Of course, he's always been such a sensitive boy. It doesn't take much to upset his stomach. Honestly, it makes me worry for his future. Thinking about it gives me an upset stomach.
Sounds like he takes after you.
Oh, and he told me in his last letter that he started keeping kitty cats as pets. I believe he said their names were Jude and Mila. That poor boy. He must be so lonely. But cats are a big responsibility.
Don't worry. I hear he's taking good care of them.
Oh, good. It's hard not being able to see him, but what can you do? This was Alfred's decision, after all. As long as he's well, that's all that matters. I mean that, okay?
Yes, I know.
Remember that beautiful woman I saw you speaking to in Shandu? Carla? What about her? How odd that you never bothered to introduce me. Do you want to meet her? What's this? There's someone you want me to meet. Oh my. Well, I suppose it would be rude to refuse. Are you okay? We should stop and rest.
No, I'm fine.
You shouldn't push yourself.
No sign of Jürgen.
I hope Elise is okay. Something has been troubling me about these booster devices. Do you remember the experiment Noctigal was conducting at Fort Gondala? Might that have been a test of the booster's capabilities?
You're suggesting Rashagal already has booster technology as well.
That would be a logical conclusion. That's not good. Even kids like Elise are strong if they have boosters.
If both countries were to wage war with booster-equipped soldiers, it would be a catastrophe unlike any the world has ever seen.
Would they really risk having such a destructive war?
Noctigal might. He seems convinced that he could actually win.
Especially since he has the Lance of Kresnik.
Oh, here you are. Isla told me you were back in town. I'm so relieved to find you safe.
Thanks.
Are the wyverns you promised us ready to ride yet?
Yes, but there's a hitch. Now that we're on the brink of war, we can't fly the wyverns without royal permission. For that, I'll need to head to the capital, Canbalar.
Hey, maybe we should warn the King of Azul how ugly things will get if war breaks out.
The king does seem pretty popular. Do you think maybe he'd fight alongside us?
Whoa, hold on. This is a war we're talking about here, not a tavern brawl.
I'd like a face-to-face chat with the king myself, but for a different reason. I want to ask him for the truth behind the laboratory. It's crucial that we meet the King of Azul. We'll head for Canbalar right away.
Okay. I'll get my things together.
What does Mila mean by the truth behind the laboratory?
Apparently, Elise wasn't the only kid they kept at that place. Lots of other children were brought there too.
Did Zhao tell you that?
If the king truly wishes to protect his people, he'll give me the answer I seek. If he gives me the wrong answer, I'll remind him of his duty. I'll make him swear to never resort to such methods again, by any means necessary.
Good idea. Let's go pick the king's brain. Oh, I just remembered. All our luggage is back at the inn.
Let us go fetch it.
I'll catch up with you in a bit.
Alvin. You did well back there. I knew I could trust you to protect Elise for us.
Well, I was prepared to honor my promise. Keep the faith, oh hallowed spirits.
Never a dull moment with that guy.
Soon enough, I'll have to prepare myself too.
Huh?
I am strong enough to destroy the Lance of Kresnik as I am now, without the Four's power.
Wait, you sure it's a good idea to destroy it with the 4 great spirits still trapped inside?
They would likely not survive. They would lose their forms and disintegrate.
But I thought the 4 great spirits couldn't die.
Eventually, new great spirits will appear to take their place. But they will be a different 4, with different wills.
So that means the 4 great spirits that you know, the ones that were always with you, they would just disappear?
A spirit's personality and memories are unimportant. What matters is a spirit's existence itself. Still, I doubt the 4 will forgive me for this.
You really care about all spirits, don't you? Not just the great 4, but the lesser spirits too.
Not just spirits, humans as well. To me, all lives, human and spirit, are equal and precious.
Let's head for Canvelar.
It seems that Exodus has slipped through our fingers.
There's nothing we can do about that now. They must be as desperate as we are, given their behavior.
And what do you intend to do about Alvin?
If we send him away, he'll only follow us. And we can't neutralize him by force without risking our own lives. Therefore, the safest solution where we can see him. Besides, for good or for ill, that man has the power to change the circumstances of any situation. That is not a power to be dismissed lightly.
Nor is the wisdom of the Lord of Spirits.
Do you ever think about Nia Kara?
Ivor will protect it in my absence. There's no need to worry about the village's safety.
Oh, I wasn't asking about that. What I meant is, do you ever get homesick?
Oh. Sometimes I do miss the purity of Nia Kara air.
Well, if you ever want to go back, just say the word. don't look so good. Maybe we should take a few days off.
No, we can't afford to do that.
Ooh, ow! Such agony. I think I just threw out my back again.
Oh no! My, acute hiccup disorder. It's totally flaring up.
That sounds pretty serious. You two need to get some rest.
Please!
Yes, please. Ow, ow, ow!
Very well. I'd hoped to get an early start tomorrow, but I guess we can push our departure back a bit.
Does your asperixis still hurt?
No, not as much as before.
Before? Before it was so bad that you passed out from the pain.
Without the asperixis, I wouldn't be able to stand, let alone walk and fight. To me, there is no greater pain than having something to do and being unable to do it. Thanks to this, I can do what I have to. The pain is a small price to pay.
How's Mila doing?
She's pushing herself too hard.
Mila's so composed that it's easy to forget sometimes. But the fact is, she's making a difficult journey after suffering a terribly debilitating injury.
And taking it easy doesn't seem to be in her vocabulary.
If only there was some way to alleviate her pain, even just a little.
If only we had a heart herb.
Oh, of course. Heart herbs are renowned for their ability to relieve pain.
Yeah, I learned about them in my pharmacology class. When used in aromatherapy, they're supposed to ease the tension in both body and mind.
They're also rare, bordering on extinction. I wanted to get a heart herb for a special lady once, but I couldn't find one anywhere.
I'm sure it won't be easy to find, but I want to try, for Mila's sake.
Sorry I wasn't able to speak with you earlier. I'm Carla Outway. It's lovely to meet you.
I'm Mila.
Rowan, a pleasure to meet you.
Carla's a historian and a teacher.
That's very admirable of you.
Not at all. And how about you? You won the tournament, right? That makes Elise one of the youngest winners ever.
Really?
Remember what I told you about Master Hemming? He won his first tournament when he was 14. And until Elise showed up, his record was never officially broken.
And what about unofficially?
An astute question. Unofficially, the youngest person to win the tournament did so at 12, the same age as Elise. He was a young boy who fought his way to the final match alone without even using a Lilium orb.
Are you sure he wasn't a spirit?
No, of course he wasn't. His name was Erston Outway.
Erston Outway? Is he related to you?
My brother. This happened 20 years ago.
But why wasn't his victory officially recognized?
Our father was the chief of the Outway tribe. But we were a small tribe, and the other tribes used their influence to change things the way they saw fit. That's just how it was back then.
So you're saying his win was taken away?
Yes, it was his opponent's doing. He belonged to a tribe that was very close to the king.
20 years ago. That would place it before the dawn of Azure. Before the current king took the throne, the chiefs of several large tribes ruled alongside his predecessor.
Many people were killed back then, but our current king put a stop to that.
I see.
Anyway, I have an important errand to run. See you all again soon.
Imagine having a hard-fought victory erased like that. I wonder how Carla's brother felt.
I used to be quite a martial artist myself. I defended my position as the Army's second strongest fighter throughout my military career. If it were me who was robbed like that, I'd have hunted down my opponent and thrashed him again when no one was looking.
Rowan, you play pretty dirty.
So what would you do in that situation?
Me? I can't even imagine.
If you'll excuse me, I think nature's calling.
Yeah. Thanks for the heads up. No need to keep us posted.
Lady Mila, welcome home! Your timing is impeccable.
Oh, wow. It really is Lord Maxwell.
I knew it the second I laid eyes on her.
Who are these people?
They came here looking for you. They claim to be acquaintances of yours.
Don't you remember us? We all played together when we were children.
Oh, of course I remember.
Are they the ones that gave you the glass bead?
That's right. We heard rumors of a village that worshipped Maxwell, and we came to see ourselves.
We really wanted to see you again.
Now that I think about it, I do recognize your faces. It was so good of you to come.
I'm pleased as well. Lady Mila doesn't get nearly as many worshippers as she deserves.
You guys should catch up. We can entertain ourselves for a while.
But
that would be great.
Maybe we could chat about the old days, for old time's sake.
Go for it.
Very well then. Come, let us talk at my shrine.
I guess we'll just hang out at Ivor's house then.
Good idea.
Hey, you can't just invite yourself over like that. Although, naturally, my house is always ready to receive visitors. Here, I'll prove it to you.
Wow, you really do keep this place tidy. What would you charge to clean my room?
It's all part of a handmaid's duties. And now I'll show you how a handmaid makes tea. It'll be just a moment. Don't go anywhere.
Thanks, but you really don't need to. Oh, hi Mila. Back so soon?
Yes, we said all we had to say.
Don't tell me they confessed their true feelings for you.
In fact, they did.
Really?
Wait, hold on.
Don't worry, my path has not changed.
Yeah, I trust you.
All right, back to it then.
All right, twerps. Soon you'll be feasting your lips on the greatest tea you've ever tasted. And you'd better appreciate it, because... Huh? Where'd they go? Ah, all that premium tea wasted! This is going on your list of crimes, phony!
The building where Klein's assassin was hiding? Yeah.
On Noctigal's orders, I imagine.
Regardless, the responsibility for Lord Klein's death lies solely on my shoulders.
Why would you say that?
It wasn't any of our faults.
But unfortunately it is. Do you remember the arrow that pierced his heart?
Yeah, I remember it being pretty unusual.
It's a highly lethal design used by Noctigal's personal guard. It was an invention of a Rashagal military tactician. He employed those arrows in his battles, and they brought him many great victories.
Wait, That sounds like...
Yes. I was that tactician. Back then, I was known as the conductor, and cared only about flaunting my abilities.
Now you've paid the price.
Alvin, come on.
No, he's absolutely right. In the end, my abilities couldn't protect the one person I had sworn to keep safe. The only thing they're good for is killing.
I don't think that's how Klein viewed you, though. Even in his last words, he wanted you to look over the country.
If he believed you were only good for killing, he never would have said such things.
Thank you, my friend. I still have much to do before I can fulfill Master Klein's last request. But my regret cuts all the deeper for knowing my arrows took the life of a man who trusted me so.
You're good. With this, you've proven yourself as an intermediate pinkist. But that cute pink thing can only be shown to pro pinkists. It's the law.
There's a law for that? There super is!
You can't let them beat you.
Calm down, Jude.
How can I become a pro pinkist? You have to bring us something every pinkist dreams of. A pink emerald. If you can do that, we'll accept you as one of us.
We'll super accept you!
Okay, let's do this. That normally the 4 great spirits follow you everywhere. Is that for real?
Yes, but...
No way! So how does it feel to command them?
I'm not sure how to answer that. They've always been with me, so it just feels... normal.
They're always with you, huh? So I guess it's like Elise and Tipo.
Interesting. So Elise may feel the same way about Tipo as I feel about the 4. When you put it that way, the way I've treated her seems quite insensitive.
What's wrong?
No, it's nothing. I can't afford to get swept up in sentiment at a time like this.
Break their guard.
Let the infernal
fire! Ready? Got it. Demonic chaos!
I'm okay! I'm ready!
Demon fist! Ready? Got it. Demonic chaos!
You're so strong!
Ready? Got it. Demonic chaos!
We're so strong when we work together.
Yeah, everyone's so cool.
Whenever I enter a place like this, I can't help but imagine someone blocking off the other end.
Sure is cold. Oh, Elise. You never call me Ellie anymore.
Hey, I'll break their guard.
Fire! This isn't good.
Wake up already.
Out of the way! Take this! Great job, Alvin! 7 more! Demon fist! That's 1! Got it. Let's go! Demonic chaos! Aerial fire! this really the only way?
I'm impressed with your ability to handle a different weapon in each hand.
When I was a kid, I was left-handed, so I worked at strengthening my right arm instead.
That shows good combat sense. I imagine you needed special training to learn how to wield a sword with your offhand.
That must have been tough.
No, it had nothing to do with combat, just part of my daily life. You know me, always a girl on each arm. And it would be rude to handle each of them differently.
What? And here I was starting to respect you.
I'm leaving.
Are 2 arms even enough for you?
With a woman of your stature, maybe not.
Good. I'd hate for you to think that you can handle me with just one.
Their guard. Got it. Demonic chaos. Roll me. Who's next?
Good job, Alvin.
Far too easy.
Never stop improving.
Is it just me, or are we the strongest group ever?
Whoa, come on, Leia. You need to calm down.
No, Jude, you need to calm the heck up. Why can't you be happy about this?
I, for one, am moved by our achievement. I never imagined I'd be so strong at this age.
That is quite an accomplishment.
No achy back can stop you!
I'm proud of you, Rowan.
Now you've done it all, huh?
Whatever do you mean? The legend of mighty Giza has only just begun.
See, Jude, you need to be more like Rowan. Get into the spirit.
Guards down.
What?
No matter how strong you get, you still drop your guard when you get excited. You need to work on that.
That whole act was just to catch me off guard?
Possibly. Oh, but I truly am happy to be this strong.
That's 1 point for Rowan.
Fine, I'll be more careful. Shouldn't you wear more clothes, Mila? It's really cold out here.
Oh, I'll be fine.
catch colds at this rate.
Oh, a chance to get sick.
Do you enjoy having colds?
This will be my first time. When I had the 4, they wouldn't even let the rain and snow get me wet.
But what if you get a fever?
Ah, I did experience that when I hurt my legs. I felt like my body was burning up.
See? That's why you should try to stay healthy.
But I want to experience the sensation of having continuous nasal discharge.
I doubt that anyone else wants to see that.
It would be funny to see, though.
It's so cold!
I think I'm frozen solid.
Nothing but a dead end? How unfortunate.
got some heart herb.
It should definitely help out with Mila's pain.
Yeah, let's hurry on back.
I've become much more used to the asperixis now.
But I'm assuming it still hurts.
That's what I've gotten used to.
Hey, Jude was so worried about you that he went and found you a heart herb.
What's that?
It's an extremely rare herb with potent healing abilities. When used during aromatherapy, its effects are second to none.
You went to all that trouble for me?
It was nothing. Here, let's try it out.
That smells amazing.
I feel so much calmer.
How is it? Do you feel any better?
Yes, I can feel the tension melting away.
Mila?
I can't stop hiccuping.
Oh no! You caught my acute hiccup disorder?
I kinda doubt that. She's probably just allergic to the hard herb aroma.
If it was an allergy, wouldn't she be sneezing?
Perhaps this is some unique aspect of Mila's anatomy?
I'm sorry. I'll put it out right away.
This is fun. I've never had hiccups like this before. It makes me forget all about my pain. Thank you, everyone. Oh.
No problem.
So, now what?
As long as Mila's happy, I say we can move right along.
After all, there's no better medicine than laughter.
Exactly.
Familiar battlefield. Understood. They're not working. You
All that training's paying off.
Maybe it's time for a black belt.
If you dare interfere, then you will face total annihilation.
Defeat Taos no matter what!
Alright, not bad.
No one can defeat my blade.
So this is experience.
I'm just getting started.